here with my friend JB.
Yes.
Right? JB is short for. Well, I meant JB short for Jepson,
Yes.
but it's also he has only one hand. You lost it in the mine, huh?
Yes.
Gold mine. We're going to
Chibamba.
Chibamba on our way. Turn it on. Good music, huh? This is Zaka, one of those little towns, and people come to the truck and ask me if I can offer them a job. Well, they also offered me if I wanted to join a party, a car full of guys. They were really, really stoked. When I wash my clothes in the morning and I have to hit the road, I use the poor man's dryer. There it is. 30 minutes and it's dry. I'm heading to the Majiri ruins and then from there to the Great Zimbabwe. This is the Masvingo province and I'm heading towards the central part of the country. All this part is very rural, but you don't see any crops around. It's like they don't grow anything. Most of the land is just wild and idle. Hello? Good, and you? Nicest people. Bye-bye. Hello. Hello. Yay. 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 The Majiri ruins, which are right behind me. It's somehow connected to the Great Zimbabwe ruins. Finding this place is not an easy task. There are no road signs, it's not signposted, there are no indications at all, and when you get here, there's nothing saying that you arrived. So, your only chance is asking a local where the place is. And this is what I did.
Hello.
These walls are just cut stones piled up, but nothing to put them together. There's no mortar or cement, anything, it's just piled up. Some of the walls still look good. Surprisingly, there's no reception here. There's no one to greet you when you come. There's no interpretation center. There's no way you have information other than you can walk around by yourself and figure out what this was. And when you get home, well, research. My friend attendant here told me that there was a reception before, but there's nothing now. Friend tells me that a group of people from another country were working on recovering these walls, like piling it up the way it was before. They put fences around to keep it the way it was supposed to be. It was in 1998, but when these people left, the people around here took the fences and used them for their house. And the animals, the cattle, goats, they came in and they started walking on the walls, and they left it the way you see it now. But apparently at the end of the 20th century, these looked much better. Now the only fence you will find here is this one, but it's actually a power line. such a surprise on their faces. That's the Lake Kyle. It's got another local name. Big lake, huh? It's not a natural lake, it is a dam. That's true. Shining smiles. All the kids in this country have shining smiles. Gotta tell you, these are probably the purest and happiest and most sincere smiles that I've seen in children all over the world. The World Heritage Site at Great Zimbabwe is one of the country's 4 proclaimed sites and was inscribed as the second heritage site in 1986 after Manapul's National Park. The ruins are unique testimony to the Bantu civilization of the Shona between the 11th and the 15th centuries. You can see Mapungubwe here. It's the same steep climb with that narrow passage next to the big boulder. The only missing thing is the rock fig tree. The city, which covers an area of nearly 80 hectares, was an important trading center and was renowned from the Middle Ages onwards. Great Zimbabwe is located close to the regional capital of Masvingo. It is understood that Portuguese traders were the first Europeans to visit the remains of the ancient city in the early 16th century. The ruins were rediscovered in 1867. The city of Great Zimbabwe emerged around the 12th century, expanded for more than 300 years in a local style of flowing curves, and was occupied until the early 19th century. The built sections cover more than 720 hectares, and they housed both elite and commoner residences, ritual centers, and public forums. The city is comprised of 3 major sections that include the hill complex, located at the top of a 100-meter-high hill rock. This labyrinthine complex was the earliest of the city's sections. Its walls rise over 10 meters with pillars surmounted with stone monoliths, and it extended over 300 meters on its length and 150 meters on its breadth. Inside are the remains of house floors grouped in compounds that were separated by high dry stone walls and accessed through a complex maze of narrow passages with stone floors and staircases, as well as ritual sections with ceremonial objects such as soapstone birds and bronze spearheads. The entire section's walls are built along precipitous cliffs and take advantage of the naturally occurring granite boulders. The urban settlement was first established here, from where it expanded to the other 2 sections. The second section is the valley ruins that are comprised of several low-lying walled settlements next to the great enclosure, and they contained hundreds of houses. Lastly, the great enclosure, with its 11-meter-high walls, built in an elliptical shape extending approximately 250 meters, making it the largest ancient structure south of the Sahara Desert. The region of Southeast Africa generally had a low population density in the past,
and Great Zimbabwe itself likely peaked at 5,000 inhabitants, although some scholars point to 18,000 to 20,000. Made of 1 million granite blocks carved in uniform sizes, it encloses several smaller sections accessed through narrow passages, one of which leads to the massive conical tower and a stone platform at the center.
Again, I have to admit that I didn't expect this much, and I'm gladly surprised.